not kind of separate themselves, or do you feel like they all can contribute?
No, they're all contributing. You're talking about the 4 tight ends we have.
Yeah.
They've gotten plenty of reps this month of August. We're starting obviously a game here in a couple of days. They all have worked to be players. Love the effort, love the attitude, and with that, they got that word. Guys get certain packages and so forth when they get them on the field. But we have a number of players on the offensive side of the ball that have done a great job this August, and have worked very hard. That we're going to need everybody in this whole run of September, October, November. It's a long run, so we're going to go.
Did Jake show you anything in particular that you didn't?
This is who?
Did Jake Renda show you anything?
Yeah, he got tougher. I think from spring, he had a good spring, but he got much tougher, obviously lifting weights and now knocking some people around, putting his face in there. And, football, you block, you tackle, you got to put your helmet and shoulder pads on people. He showed that this August.
How have you seen Gavin grow as a player from last year to this year?
Well, I guess he, like Jake himself, has gotten, he was a tough kid anyway, but probably the best thing he's done now is, blocking with hands inside, kind of just, the real technical part of blocking instead of sometimes getting hand, caught outside the shoulder pads. So he's improved his hands, his strike is much more violent. So that's the best thing he's improved on this off season and through August.
He's been really happy with his camp this fall camp. Were you pleased to see what he distributed?
Yeah, because he came in tip-top shape. It's always good when you're in shape because it shows you've worked. So he worked. He's in good shape, so he's able to get himself through the practices. And the tight ends did a nice job this August of fighting through bumps and bruises. They're not getting hurt. They're not in the injury report. They're out there damn playing football and showing some toughness. And that's what this game's about. And they displayed that, which good for them.
Are there elements to the way that tight ends can be used in this offense that you're coaching now that might be different or more advanced because of the tight end room that you guys have this year?
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, right now we're just out there running plays for now Wofford and then for Cincinnati and West Virginia. And I think the tight end group's got a very much we, not me, just like the team does. And I think the tight end group cares about winning. And of course, every kid wants to have the ball through them 25 times and have 5 touchdown passes, but they know that's not going to happen. But what are we going to do for the team to win? We play the game to win, and I think these guys know what winning is, and what it is about. That I'm not going to be selfish that I didn't get the ball thrown to me once in the fourth quarter, but we won the game. Good, we won the game, and I think that's probably the attitude this group has been displaying.
Is this the deepest group of tight ends you've had at Pitt since you've been at Pitt?
Well, I guess. I mean, there's 4. I mean, I can't think back. I mean, I'm worried about today and tomorrow. I don't know. I don't remember. I couldn't. You'd have to bring it back. I mean, right now my mind is on. We got practice today. We got Wofford. I'm just concerned about that.
Tell me about Malcolm Epps and what do you think he might add to the offense?
Okay, nice, tall, longy range. Can run. Has displayed good hands. His blocking has improved. I say immensely since we started. The pads back on. August 2nd, which he's taken. The coaching. He spends the time with the tackles and tight ends and groups and different pods, and I think he's gotten tougher, and I think he's learned to use his hands better. I mean, he's improved. That's why he damn practice, and he showed that.
When's the last time you've had the chance to coach a guy with his type of catch radius? I feel like Pitt hasn't had a guy who can really go up and get a ball like he can, right?
You mean the radius the size of the cathedral?
Yeah, the size of the radius.
That's right. I mean, he got a catch radius.
Yeah. When's the last time you coached a guy with that?
Well, okay, so Lucas Kroll was the same way. I mean, he had a huge catch radius for a guy who's 6'6". Malcolm's like the same way. I mean, if you're a quarterback and look down the field, I can see that guy, because he's big, he's tall, and there's a lot of football, and they're all going to have to do their part, and I think they all know that. So good, we got some guys that all do your part, and if the whole collective group does it, from offense, defense, special teams, to coaches, to even the writers got to help us, right? We all get this thing done.
You don't
so
need my help.
Don't need your help?
No.
Okay, well, you're not going to play then. We'll give it from there. But yeah, I think good group.
With the different types of tight ends, though, I mean, it seems like this is one of the more diverse groups you've had in terms of different skill sets. Is that kind of intriguing for what, the different kind of things you can do with that position?
Right, well, that's a good question because, Carter Johnson, who's not 6'5", 6'6", but, got a lot of grit to him. You can say he's probably more of that, F fullback type, although he runs down the field nicely and he does do a very good job on the line of scrimmage, but he's, a fullback body. And, Jake Renda's, yes, he's 6'4.5", he's 230 pounds and runs good. He got receiver skills too, good for him, but he's also showed toughness. And then Gavin has been putting his face on people, and Malcolm has gotten tougher, and Malcolm gets down the field. So yeah, there's 4 guys, but the thing about football nowadays, all it takes is one guy gets a sore shoulder, one guy stubs his big toe, and you lose 2. I mean, so depth is important for all football teams in America from here on out.
Talking about versatility there, does that allow you when you're in offensive coaches meetings and you guys are going over elements to the offense that you can install, does that say like, hey, this is something we couldn't do last year, like with Carter's versatility, increased versatility this year? Are there things that you can say, hey, let's add this wrinkle to this formation or this play or this concept?
Well, I mean, that's happened to all football teams across America. You've had August to practice. Now what is our identity after we've started? Okay, where are we now? Now getting into games. But that goes for all positions. Running backs, what's our depth? Receivers, what's our depth? What can quarterbacks do? What kind of throws can they make? What can tight ends do? So that's our job then to mold, what direction, can we go? Who really are we? And I think, the offense, I'm speaking for the offense. The offense had a solid August. Well, good for us. Now it's time to put it to test, because now we're going against like different people in different jerseys and different colored helmets that look funny. So go get them.
Tim, because of that diversity, can we see snaps vary based on different matchups?
You mean like put 5 tight ends on the field at one time?
No, but use different guys in different games because of the matchups that they.
Is that what you want to do? I'll suggest that to Coach Sig at 1 o'clock if that's what you want. So I'm going to use this suggestion. Sure. But again, if we're going to be decide, we're going to put 3 running backs in the game and focus on them, well then good. If that's what we're going to do, that's what we're going to do. I'm back to saying at least the tight end group understands we've had a good camp. We've done a nice job in August, and yeah, we want to be selfish, but I think our players want to win. And they just Coach, what's it going to take to win today? Okay, good. That's what we're going to do. If we have to run the ball every snap, then they're going to do that. And I kind of like those guys because they're not selfish. They're team players, and that's good.
Is that something you recruit, or is that something that has just become part of?
No, I think that when you walk in the door of that front down the stairs. I think Coach Narduzzi, I've been with him for a while. That's like the culture we have here. I think kids walk in the front door every day, want to come to practice. They want to lift weights. They want to meet. They like that. I've been other places where the kids didn't want to come to the building. And now you're like pulling teeth just to get them practice. Our kids come over here, ready to go. So, thank you, players. But that's back to the head coach and his program and the culture we have within the players and the team unity and we, not me, and the stuff that makes the game, much more exciting. And now it's time to play. And I'm getting tired of practice like these kids are, but we're playing somebody else, so good for us.
Coaches live a nomadic existence. You've been here almost 9 years. Why are you still here?
Because it's a really good place. I'm working at a great school, easy to recruit to academically. You got a city that's, I think, is a great city. My wife loves it here. Working for a program from Heather Lake right on to Coach Narduzzi, and we got a new chancellor that she seems to be into football. But this is a great place to work, and from the reason that we're recruiting good kids, that helps. But just the culture, the atmosphere, and the environment. You just feel winning. Winning's good. Why would you want to leave winning? Just keep here and keep working hard and keep winning.
Anything else for Coach?
Would you be in favor of 5 tight ends on the field at one time?
Well, why not? That's those 4 and me.
Okay.
That's 5, right? I have a year of eligibility left.
All right.
No.
I'd pay money to see that.
You would?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.